Hi, I'm Isabel Werner. I'm the youth minister at All Saints and St. Matthew's Catholic Church. And before I talk to you about what youth ministry looks like, I first want to just acknowledge that there's a lot of different names on the website, and I kind of just want to clarify what we mean by all of that. So Eastside Youth Ministry is a collaboration between All Saints and St. Matthew's, making it Eastside Youth Ministry. So essentially just these two churches sharing youth ministry together and growing in community together in that way. And then there's this new name, Ablaze. So what does that mean? Essentially, Ablaze is just the name we're going to use for youth ministry at All Saints and St. Matthew's. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what Ablaze is. So, Ablaze is a little bit different because not only is it hosted by Eastside Youth Ministry, but it's open to all different people of all different parishes and denominations. Even those that find themselves to be atheist or agnostic are more than welcome to come. Eastside Youth Ministry really believes that Christ wants to encounter us right where we are, relationally. A part in Scripture that I think really emulates this is the road to Emmaus. And I'm just going to read a little bit of that. It's in chapter 24 of Luke, and it starts on verse 13. It says, "Now that very day, two of them were going to a village 7 miles from Jerusalem called Emmaus. And they were conversing about all the things that had occurred. And it happened that while they were conversing and debating, Jesus himself drew near and walked with them. But their eyes were prevented from recognizing him. He asked them, 'What are you discussing as you walk along?' They stopped, looked downcast. One of them, named Cleopas, said to him in reply, 'Are you the only visitor to Jerusalem who does not know of the things that have taken place there in these days?' And he replied to them, 'What sort of things?' They said to him, 'The things that happened to Jesus.' So then these two folks go on to talk to Jesus, but they don't know it's Jesus, about all the things that happened. And then eventually they're approaching this village, and they're getting this vibe that Jesus is going to keep going, but they don't know it's Jesus, but they're getting this vibe that this guy's going to keep going on, and they want him to stay with him, because, I don't know, they're having a good time with him. And so then they actually share a meal together, and it's in the breaking of the bread that they realize that it's actually Jesus that's with them. And then they said, "Were our hearts not burning within us when he spoke to us on the way and opened the scriptures to us?" So they're kind of just saying that when they were in Jesus' presence, their hearts were burning. They were ablaze. So this scripture just really inspired me, and I'm going to tell you a little bit why. When something becomes ablaze, when something's burning, there's a constant energy source between two atoms. And I really believe that that's what we're called to do, not only in ministry, but in our own hearts. We're called to consistently and constantly have our hearts encounter Christ, and this energy is what brings us closer to God. And I don't care if you have a spark, if you have a tiny little fire, if you've got like a wildfire that's just going and it's never going to stop, or if your fire has been smothered by hate or sadness or even your own fears about the church or religion. Wherever your fire is, I hope that Eastside Youth Ministry can help it become ablaze.